Okay, let's talk to our friends, and then I'll look at the computer.
Hello?
It's me again.
Hey, Nancy. What's the latest, Nan?
Why would the thief keep leaving that awful red handprint at every crime scene?
Talk about a creepy trademark. Oh, I'm just glad I haven't seen it. With my sensitive psyche, that type of thing is like a 10-year warranty for nightmares. Does it have any meaning in Maya culture?
Not that I know of.
Well, somebody ought to know. You're surrounded by experts in Maya culture, for gosh sakes. But maybe it doesn't mean anything at all. Maybe the thief just thinks it's glamorous. Sure. I mean, who really wants anonymity after all? Thieves have to have style. Something to set them apart, right? It's not just any old villain that gets a book deal these days.
After the board caught wind about the police interrogating Joanna, they suspended her.
But Joanna didn't take the Pakal.
I tried to suggest that to Franklin Rose without betraying Henrik's confidence, but he's not interested in cutting Joanna any slack.
So what? She's history?
Mr. Rose said that if the Pakal carving is recovered, he'll reconsider.
Well, that's just one more reason you've got to find that carving. Yeah. Joanna's ambitions may be a little misguided at times, but she shouldn't have to take the fall for Henrik. Plus which, her presence at the museum may be one of the crucial ingredients to solving this case.
I'll talk to you later, ladies.
We'll be waiting for an update. Bye, Nancy.
Frank and Joe Hardy, taking the mist out of mystery. Joe here.
That's pretty cute, Joe. Can you come up with a slogan for me, too?
Hey, Nancy. Hold on while I put you on speakerphone. You still there?
Yep.
Hi, Nancy. You got access to both of our brilliant minds now. So how's the case coming along?
I need to contact people at a dig in Honduras by ham radio. I think they might be smugglers.
Well, ham radio is one of the tools of choice in the smuggling business.
Nancy, I bet you'll get to talk to them on Morse code, too. Dot, dash, dot, dot, dash. It's like being a spy. And we all know the only thing better than being a detective is being a spy.
Well, doing business with smugglers is not exactly my idea of fun. But I don't have much choice.
What do you need from them?
They've got one of the artifacts I need to solve this case. I'm going to use Henrik's code words to get them to send it to me.
Cool.
Talk to you later, fellas.
Go get him, Nancy.
Good luck.
Okay, so that's maybe something that the game doesn't do a good job of explaining. Basically, so it's also kind of jumping ahead because Nancy doesn't really know that they have an artifact yet, but based off of the book she saw in Henrik's desk, she's going to try to contact this group using the ham radio. The Y is in this disc, but we need a password, and we're gonna have to wait to get that password. So, it's 5:45. We also took this from Henrik's desk, which we need to give to him in the hospital, but visiting hours are over. So we could do one of two things. We could change the time to 10 a.m. and go see Henrik. Or we can continue with the smuggling thing, because we know we'll need to do that eventually. So let's do that. And we're going to talk to Alejandro because he speaks Nahuatl.
Buenos dias.
I need to know the Nahuatl word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
I'd rather not say. It's part of my investigation.
Now, if only I could remember the word for snake. I hear you have been a great help to Henrik. I wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
Something tells me this translation is going to come with strings attached.
I am almost certain that the provenance documents for the Pakal carving were falsified. I have asked Joanna to see the documents, but she evades me. If you can find that file in her office and bring it to me, I think it might help my memory of Nahuatl a lot.
What makes you think they were falsified?
In Mexico, it is common knowledge that the carving was stolen from Pacal's tomb when it was first excavated. But no one has been able to prove it. If I can determine that the provenance documents are a fraud, this will be the first major step toward legal repatriation of the artwork, whenever and wherever it resurfaces.
Okay, Alejandro. I'll see what I can do.
I feel my Nahuatl coming back to me already. Do you know what Sihuapili means? Princess or lady. Now, if only I could remember the word for snake.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
Okay, so he wants to see the provenance documents. I don't know why Nancy's knocking, because Joanna's not here. Which the provenance documents are here. We already looked at these. So we can go give those to him. Let's look at that book again about the ham radio, because I think I'm actually gonna read it.
It's locked.
Okay, so number stations. 2050 transmits a series of 5 digits in Spanish, with each transmission starting with atención, atención. Here's the Spanish translations for the numbers. Decoding the numbers. Write down the last 3 digits of the series and add a 0 to it to get a 4-digit number. Add each of the original 5 digits and add the sum to the 4-digit number from the first step. This is the station that the smugglers will take the messages on. So it's quite the process of getting the correct station. So the first step to this whole ham radio puzzle is getting the correct station. To do that, we have to use this number station, get a bunch of numbers, add them up, and then get the true station number. Once we have that, this is kind of tells you how to solve it. So if the station number gives you 56123, then the smuggler station is 1247. Because first you put a 0 at the end of the last 3 digits, 1230, add all of the digits in the series, 56123, add together, that's 17. Add that number from step 1 to the number in step 2. So 1230 plus 17 equals 1247. Kind of a way overcomplicated way of getting that number, but they're trying to make the game more challenging, which is kind of fun. So once you have the correct station number, you use that to call the smugglers. Then you have to give them the password, which is the Nahuatl word for snake. Enter it in Morse code and they'll confirm by voice. Then they send a code word. Then we send another code word. So we also need to know Morse code, and I think there's a book somewhere. Oh, I know where it is about Morse code. So the Nahuatl word for snake, once we have that, we need to convert that into Morse code, send it, and then they will confirm. And then we send another code word, and the code words are leche, which means send the item immediately, the coast is clear. Mujer, meet me at the rendezvous point. Sueno, don't send the item, the coast is not clear. Or vacas, payment has been sent. So the whole reason that we're trying to call these smugglers is we want them to send us an item. Henrik knows that they have another jade carving, and we want to get that jade carving. So we're going to send Leche to tell them to send the carving because the coast is clear. Now,
it's locked.
To know Morse code, you use this, I think. This kind of tells you how to operate the Morse code keyboard. This button erases the series that have been sent prior to hitting the send button. Okay, here's the Morse code alphabet. So eventually we'll need to know leche. So you just write down dot dash dot dot for L, then dot for E. C is dash dot dash dot. H is dot 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 dot. And E is again just one dot. So we'll also have to do that for the Nahuatl word for snake, which we don't know yet. It's quite a long process, but that is how you solve that puzzle. We'll also need to use this. And we can go ahead and solve the first part. So first thing is to call that 2050 number. And connect.
Atención, 8,
And then you write down these numbers.
2, 7, 1, 2, 7,
So,
1,
ocho is 8,
7,
tres is 3,
1, 2,
dos is 2,
7,
siete is 7, and uno is 1. So you write down 8, 3, 2, 7, 1.
7, 1, atención,
That's all you need to do.
8, 3.
So we have those numbers now. 8, 3, 2, 7, 1. You,
It's locked.
you do this whole thing. So 3, 2, 7, 1. I'm sorry. You put a 0 at the end of the last 3 digits. The last 3 digits he gave us are 2, 7, 1. So our step 1 numbers are 2, 7, 1, 0. Step 2 is add all the digits in the series. So 8 plus 3 plus 2 plus 7 plus 1 is 21. So 21 is our number for step 2. And then step 3 is you add the 2 numbers together. So we add 2, 7, 1, 0 plus 21, and that equals 2, 7, 3, 1. So 2731 is the correct station number. And I'm not going to call it yet because we don't have the Nahuatl word for snake. But once we get that, we can finish that process. Let's check.
You have no voicemail.
No voice. Okay. So let's get those documents to Alejandro. So he'll give us the word for snake.
I don't think he'll be there at this hour.
Okay, we have to go to the hotel and sleep. So let's just wake up at 10 because we need to give Henrik notes. So let's do that first because it's more important. So we put the notes here. So
What
these
should
are
I post here?
These are notes we took from his desk. And when we come back, he will have looked at those notes and have more information for us.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special delivery for me, I hope?
Promise me that you'll take good care of these documents.
Good work, my friend. I suppose you would like something in return?
I trust your Nahuatl has become fluent again.
The Nahuatl word for snake is coatl. C-O-A-T-L.
Muchas gracias. Gotta go.
Adios, Nancy.
C-O-A-T-L. So we can call the smugglers now and get that started. First, let's see if Henrik is awake. I think he will be awake. No, he's not. Okay. So let's go ahead and do the ham radio puzzle. So now we
The radio tube went out.
Okay, the radio tube went out. I preemptively got this, and all you do is replace that old light bulb with the new bulb. And if you forgot, I got this bulb in the other ham radio in the museum, which is in the display case. I'll just show again because I did that in another part because I was kind of going out of order. So you use this key to get in the case, and you just open this, and there's a radio tube here to take. And that's how you get that new light bulb. So now this should work. And our station number is 2731. Actually, wait. First, before we do this, we need to look at the Morse code alphabet and write down coatl. So the Nahuatl word for snake is coatl, C-O-A-T-L. So you just write down, dash, dot, dash, dot for C, O is dash, 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 and so on. And then you also want to write down leche, because we're going to say leche is the code word to send the carving. So Nahuatl and then leche. Okay, 2731. 2731. Connect.
Transmítalo ahora.
So it's saying transmit now. First we do coatl. So first is C, which is dash dot send, and Nancy puts a little C there, and then dash O, and then dot dash is A, dash is T, and then dot dash dot
Mensaje
L.
encendido. Transmítalo ahora.
So I think that's saying like password received, now like send the code word. So we want to do leche. L is that, E is a dot, C is dash dot, H is 4 dots, and then E is 1 dot.
Mensaje recibido. Entregaremos el paquete lo más pronto posible. Cambio y fuera.
So, I don't speak Spanish, but I think this is saying message received, the package will be sent as soon as possible. So, basically that means you did the puzzle, right? And you can turn off the ham radio. And we should be getting a package sometime. Okay, let's see if Henrik is now awake. I hope he's awake because we need his clues to move forward. Shoot. Okay. Well, let's try to talk to people.
Any news?
I'd better get going.
Bye now.
Hello.
I should get back to the museum.
Adios, Nancy.
I don't know if we can call Franklin from this phone.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call?
I'd like to speak to Franklin Rose, please.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Rose is out of the office. Would you like to try back later?
Sure.
Thank you for calling Boswell, Jackson, and Rose.
Okay, in the next part, I'm gonna call Chaco Canyon Cultural Center again, and then friends, and then see if Henrik is awake. So I'll see you in part 8.